Good evening. I call to order this special meeting of the Conroe Independent School District Board of Trustees to order. The time is 5:02. A quorum is present and the meeting has been duly posted in accordance with Texas Open Meetings Act. At this time, please stand for the invocation to be led by Trustee May and our pledges to be led by Trustee Dungan.
Bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for bringing us here today safely. Thank you for the rain today. It's always a blessing to have our rain. Thank you for the rest over the summer for our staff and our teams, that they can finish ideas and finish sentences in their heads. And may our teachers all have a blessed summer, and our students as they just renew themselves. Thank you for that time. Thank you for bringing us all here today, and we pray this all in your Son's name. Amen.
Please join me for the pledges. The American flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you.
Thank you all. You may be seated. At this time, trustees, the next item on our agenda is closed session. Before we proceed, I would like to make a note that the board intends to have 2 closed sessions this evening. We would like to be mindful of everyone's time and conduct all of our board business at the beginning for the first closed session and continue with our open session agenda following it. Then later in the meeting, we will enter into part 2 of our closed session for the remainder of our state-mandated team of training. The time is now 5:04. The board will move to closed session pursuant to the following sections of the Texas Government Code, Section 551.074, Team of 8 Training, Section 551.074, Discuss Principal Candidates, Section 551.071, Legal Update, and Section 551.071, Consultation with an Attorney regarding pending or contemplated litigation. Just so you know, no final action, decisions, or vote will be taken during closed session. Any action resulting from closed session deliberations will be taken in open session. The time is now 5:05. The time is 6:12, and the board is back in open session. We are going to move some items around in order to honor our athletes and our principals and work on other action items in just a moment. I'm going to move item 3 to the end of our open agenda session and go on now to special recognition. I'm assuming that Dr. Merle is going to start on this for us.
He's standing right now, so I think that, well, he's up. We got more, though.
All right. President O'Weller, members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Vinson, it is my honor to be here tonight to recognize some exceptional student athletes. First, I invite College Park's athlete and coach up. Would y'all please come up? First, it is with extreme pride that I recognize College Park High School Camden Gibson. Camden is a senior and cross-country and track long-distance runner. Camden competed in the UIL 6A track meet on Saturday, May 16th, and captured the 1600 run state championship with a time of 4:11:38. Camden will attend Tulsa University in the fall and continue his running career. He is an outstanding student and individual and is a great example of the Texas standard in our schools. His father, Mike Gibson, which is also his coach. Sorry, Camden, you did well. You survived it, man. You survived it. Mike has had the great fortune to coach his son and pass on his legacy in such a special way. Camden's parents are Mike and Candace Gibson, and also not in attendance tonight, but I want to recognize his mother, Carolyn Jean Alexander. If y'all would please stand and be recognized. Please stand. All right. At this time, it is my honor to present to you the 2026 UIL 6A 1600 meter state champion, Camden Gibson.
Oh. And congratulations, and if you all will hold on for.
Now I'm excited to recognize the Woodlands High School, Iona Chowdhury. Would you please come forward with your coach? Pass the baby off. I love it. I love it. We also have with us tonight the coach, Kevin McIlvain. So thank you for being here. Iona is a senior and tennis player. Iona competed in the UIL 6A tennis tournament on May 7th and captured the girls' single state championship. She is familiar with visits to the state tournament by attending all 4 years in high school and being a semi-finalist the last 2 years. Academically, she is outstanding, and she is a member of the National Honor Society, the Science and Math Honor Society, and she will attend Carnegie Mellon in the fall to study psychology and continue playing tennis. Is that still correct? Sort of? All right. Iona's parents are Samana and Aziz. Is that correct? Would you please stand and be recognized? It is my honor to present to you the 2026 UIL 6A Girls Tennis Singles State Champion, Iona Chowdhury.
On behalf of the board, I'd like to just say to these athletes, thank you so much for your determination, your hard work, your perseverance. It takes a lot to not only maintain your grades. I know with track and with tennis, you are out of the classroom a lot. It's not just like a Friday evening football game, not to put down football. I had a football player. I'm just saying there's a lot more time outside of your classroom, and it takes a lot more than just your academics to get, a lot more than your athletics to get you where you need to go in life. So I commend you both for that, and we thank your parents for their support and understanding. You probably didn't help out around the house enough, and so I just say, and to your coaches, it it goes without saying how difficult it is to be juggling the responsibilities of multiple athletes that are tending to not only, there are team parts of tennis and of track, and there are individual events, and you're juggling all of that and the training for all of it. So I just commend you all. Thank you, and we appreciate everyone's hard work and dedication that brings recognition on this district that has a long-standing reputation for outstanding academics and athletes. All right. We're moving on now to citizen participation, but seeing as we have no speakers registered this evening, we will move on. I'm sorry. We will move on to our next agenda item, which is the consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are considered and may be approved with one motion unless a trustee requests that an item be removed from separate consideration. Trustees, are there any items to be removed from consent agenda? All right. Seeing none, all those in favor of accepting the consent? We do have to, I didn't think so. It's just.
My bad.
That's okay. All right. So all those in favor of accepting the consent agenda as presented, show by the uplift of hands.
Point of
Yes.
order, do we need a motion for that?
No, it's waived if you guys didn't.
And we
make
didn't
it.
have anything removed.
Yeah.
Okay. Is everyone okay with that? Do we want a motion? Just so you feel.
Don't we typically make a motion
No.
to accept? Okay.
I did make the motion to accept it as presented. Okay.
Did you get a second?
Do I have a second?
I mean, was there a second on the motion that she made?
No.
No, but it wasn't necessary, but that's okay. We can
Okay.
do it just so you feel more comfortable. All those, do I have a second on accepting the agenda, the consent agenda as presented?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor show by the uplift of hands. The motion carries 7-0. Consent agenda is accepted. All right, moving on. At this time, we will turn this over to either Dr. Vincent Winkler.
It's, Winkler's up. Dr.
Okay.
Winkler's ready to roll.
So, Dr. Winkler.
Good evening, President Odenweiler, members of the board, and Dr. Vincent. We are here tonight to recognize some newly named principals that we're very excited about. The first campus we're going to talk about this evening, is Burnham Woods Elementary. Burnham Woods is gaining an extraordinary leader. She is a great person, an instructional leader, and cares about kids, and this is Miss Tanya Smith. Tanya has worked at Buckaloo for the past several years, but she's been in education for decades. She's been to Louisiana. She served students from first grade to sixth grade, quite the feat. And she has an enormous amount of classroom experience and then 13 years as an assistant principal, both at Broadway and at Buckaloo. And it shaped who she is and how she sees her students and her community. She is the kind of leader who never shies away from her responsibility. For several years, she was the sole assistant principal, which if you know what that means, it means she has done just about everything on a campus. She makes it look easy, and she's trained other APs to demonstrate how systems and processes are critical at school. What speaks the loudest about Tanya to me is how her colleagues and her community have chosen to recognize her over the years. She's been Teacher of the Year at 2 different campuses, Humanitarian of the Year in 2019, and that story goes beyond academics. It goes to her heart. She leads with her whole heart, and we have every confidence that Burnham Woods will have that. Will get that from her each and every day. She has some special people joining her this evening. You can stand and be recognized or wave, whatever you like. Chris Smith, her husband. Kennedy Smith, who is her daughter, who also teaches at David and is a CISD graduate. Jesse Luna, her son-in-law. Camden Smith, her son, who is a CISD graduate, and her daughter-in-law, Liz, join her this evening. Thank y'all for celebrating with us. So please welcome me in joining the new principal at Burnham Woods Elementary, Miss Tanya Smith. Tanya also has a little cheering section of friends in the back, led by Mr. Dolworth, the principal at Broadway. Next, I'd like to talk about Gordon Reed Elementary. So, Miss Barber, will you come up, please? This is a very meaningful celebration for Giesinger, Miss Barber, and Gordon Reed. Wow, you're so tall. After years of service at Giesinger, where she was a classroom teacher, a coach, she was a district coach, and an assistant principal, she is ready to carry everything that she has built at Giesinger to her new home at Gordon Reed Elementary. Amy is, at her core, an instructional leader. You just talk to her for 5 minutes and you'll know that. She has given precise, a data-driven lens through which she approaches everything, especially special ed, which is her proud moment of the year this year. She's carried everything that she has learned into Giesinger and is already talking about the great things that she is going to build with the staff at Gordon Reed Elementary, including PBIS, interventions, and continuous improvement. What Gordon Reed is gaining is not just an experienced administrator, but a relationship builder who believes deeply that strong schools are built on strong partnerships between teachers, families, students, and the broader community. Amy brings a student-centered philosophy and has a proven track record of creating culture on a campus where people feel supported, challenged, but inspired to grow. And Gordon Reed is going to be in exceptional hands, and we cannot be more proud to make this announcement tonight. With Miss Barber is her husband, Trey, and her 3 boys. All 3, right? And her mom, Georgianne. And she has a special daughter watching at Texas State who is training to be a teacher at this time, Addison. So, Addison, we're so proud of your mom. Please join me in congratulating Miss Barber as the next principal of Gordon Reed Elementary. So with Miss Barber leaving Giesinger, it left an opening at Giesinger, and you might have received a few emails about that. But we have an excellent principal that is going to be taking over the helm, and that's Miss Angela Aiken-Fonville. When you think about the kind of leader who can just walk into a school and immediately connect with every student, every teacher, every family, that is Angela. She came here from Sci-Fair and immediately began making friends, lifelong friends in her staff, but also in the families that she served. She feels that when we thrive, everybody will feel seen, valued, and empowered. That philosophy has guided her across nearly 2 decades of campus leadership, from Sci-Fair to Conroe, which is where she's staying. We made sure she signed on a home. And is exactly her place is at Giesinger Elementary at the helm. What distinguishes Angela is not simply the volume of her experience, but the variety and depth. She's been a classroom teacher, a behavior and data specialist. As she told us in the interview, behavior is my jam. A summer school principal and trainer of trainers across 4 different campuses. She's led Title I, she's built emergency operation plans, and she's facilitated district level training to help other assistant principals, which she does in her feeder zone at this time. As she arrives at Giesinger, she is not only someone who is stepping into the leadership role for her first time, but as a seasoned, mission-driven principal who has spent her entire career preparing for this opportunity. She leads with relationships, data, always data, which she talked about a lot, but she demonstrates that every day, and an unshakable belief that every child deserves a school that feels like a home. And joining us tonight is her mom, Terry Aiken, and her sister, Patricia, and her husband just happened to be out of town on a trip, so he's joining us online. So we appreciate him joining us online. Please help us welcome Angela Aiken-Fonville as our next principal at Giesinger. She does. And last but not least, we have San Jacinto Elementary with Dr. Tori Jacobs taking a director position at left San Jacinto Elementary. There's Dr. Jacobs in the back. So joining us tonight is Ms. Lara Vasquez. Lara, will you join me, please? Lara brings 29 years of experience into education, having served mostly as a classroom teacher, but she's also been a literacy coach, an educational diagnostician, and of course an assistant principal at Bryan Elementary most recently. She not only shows her capacity through her instructional leadership, but she also is a culture builder. While she's been assistant principal at Runyon, she played a pivotal role in 2 consecutive B ratings for Runyon Elementary in 24-25, and she helped implement the Bluebonnet curriculum with her teachers to the point where TEA came and asked questions, and it was a fabulous visit. What truly sets Lara apart is her unwavering dedication to student growth and the belief that every child deserves a supportive, high-performing learning environment. Her background as a coach and a diagnostician gives her a unique lens as she approaches her leadership. It's rooted in data, intervention, but genuine care for each learner. As she steps into the new role, we're confident that she will bring that same passion, vision, and commitment to the students, staff, and families of San Jacinto Elementary. And Lara has some people with her this evening. Her dad, Larry James, is here with her. Her son, Parker, I don't know what it is about Texas State. We have a lot of Texas State kids watching tonight. But her son, Parker, is at orientation at Texas State, and he is watching online. So thank you, Parker. And then she has many of her friends and family from Runyon Elementary, as well as other places that she served in the district. So please welcome Lara Vasquez, our new principal of San Jacinto Elementary. Go ahead. And now we have Dr. Merle.
Maybe they're having a watch party.
Well, I know. I was like, big watch party at Texas State.
President O'Weller, members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Vinson, I would like to invite Dr. Barbara Solberg to come forward and introduce her as the new principal of Oak Ridge 9th grade campus. All right. Dr. Solberg is currently the associate principal at Conroe 9th grade campus. She has 31 years of experience in education with 19 years at the administrative level. Barb began her career at Knox Junior High School when I began my career as an administrator as well. And has served Willis ISD, Huntsville ISD, Cleveland ISD, Klein ISD, and then back to Conroe ISD. She has a wide range of experiences as a teacher, coach, and administrator. Barb is an excellent curriculum and instructional leader that believes in the use of data and systems that impact student learning. She played a key role in moving Conroe 9 forward this year, especially in algebra and TELPAS results. She is an intentional leader that brings consistency and strength to the Oak Ridge feeder. Mrs. Norman has had experiences working with Barb on several occasions and feels that her drive and personality will work well with her in moving all of Oak Ridge forward and being very successful. Barb is married to Greg and is the mother of her 4 children and loves taking care of all 5 of them. Also with Barb tonight, we have Sharon Brewster, and then Bill and Vicki Brewster. And then her children are Connor, Colson, Emerson, and Madison. Would y'all all please stand and be recognized? It is my honor to present to you the new Oak Ridge 9th grade campus principal, Dr. Barbara Solberg. Congratulations.
Now, we will go back on our agenda to the item that was skipped earlier. So let me get there. Oh, okay. Sorry, principals, yes, feel free that if you're ready to go celebrate, you can go celebrate. They were being very good. They hadn't been dismissed. They didn't leave. And I didn't even pay attention to that.
You don't have
They're
to
like,
leave. Literally, everyone's.
You're welcome to stay, but we were trying to help give you the out. It's okay. When no one took something off of it, I could just move with the vote. So it's all right. They'll get asked too. So it is not a problem. And I also changed the routine, and that threw people off. So.
You know how to clear a room.
You're hiding over there. Yes, you are.
You're probably on camera right there.
All right. All right, moving on to the next item on our agenda. It was item 3, action out of closed session. We are coming back to direction to superintendent regarding student safety. I would just like to state, just going into this, that Dr. Vinson, you, well, first of all, Ms. Ballou, and brought to my attention that we already have, last week, we received several policies with security coming forward, and that involve student safety and security. I understand that a number of trustees have reached out to you about enhancing these policies and heightening training for all staff in an effort to strengthen student safety. And I know that yesterday, Trustee May and I believe you were at one earlier, but Trustee May and I were over at the DA's office for TOMA training, and they were very open to helping advise us on these policies, Ms. Ballou and the district, on ways that we can beef up policies for safety and security with our students. And I'm thankful that you are so excited to work with them, and we're open to that idea as well, because I know you've worked with them already on other things.
Absolutely.
So that being said, I also have been we as a board were made aware in the board brief that we are taking some actions, highlighted several steps currently being in our board brief that currently being considered and implemented for the new year to improve student safety and security. I don't know if either of you want to mention anything before we have.
Well, we actually had a communications audit as part of our other audits that we have done. And, safety and security, not only kids being safe, but feeling safe. And that's our priority. And, what we permit, we promote. And so we are very clear, nothing left to interpretation standards. But one of the things about the communication audit, they said, we need to make sure that we have safe, secure, and organized communication to parents and from teachers and the like, and to make sure that those are actually trackable and all those different pieces and parts. Now, we have those communication systems, several of them. We're going to unify all those under one, and a program that I've actually used for years to make ourselves more successful in that endeavor as far as one of the recommendations about communications. Now, the thing is, with Parent Square, I think the parents are not going to like it, the teachers are not going to like it. It's easier to use, and I do believe that it's going to be it's going to help us unify the district and make it safer. So we're ready to get that done, and in our process of, creating systems to support and to protect our teachers and our kids and everything else, which I'm glad that we're going to be able to do that.
Do you want to add anything, Ms. Ballou?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say that on June 16th, the board is going to consider a slate of policies, many of which are your safety policies, which you've been working very hard on. I think one of the big bills out of the legislative session was SB 571. And that actually requires employees and service providers. So anybody who's a vendor to the district to complete affidavits and be on the register for any sexual predators, as well as nobody can help to hire anybody who has engaged in any inappropriate conduct. So I think that you guys are just looking forward to that, and I would appreciate even any direction tonight on anything you guys are considering as part of those policies.
I know that that we've all been very interested in this. I know that Trustee May has reached out and said that she had something she wanted to add to it. I don't know if anyone else does, but Trustee May?
Thank you. Yeah, going from something as fun as what we just went through, and then a topic like this that is very serious and somewhat heavy, but I hope that what I'm about to say will inspire a spirit of courage in anybody that needs courage, and a spirit of hope as well. So I want our parents and community to know that Conroe ISD is committed to providing safe schools for every student. We have dedicated employees who care deeply about our children, and we will continue earning the trust families place in us every day. At the same time, protecting students requires more than good intentions. It requires strong policies, transparent communication, parent visibility, administrative oversight, and a culture where concerns are reported and acted upon immediately. Technology and reporting systems can support safety, but accountability and vigilance are what ultimately protects our students. To anyone who would seek to exploit, groom, or harm a child, hear this clearly. Conroe ISD is not the place for you. We maintain strong safeguards, require prompt reporting, and will take decisive action to hold accountable anyone who violates the trust placed in them. Student safety is not a one-time initiative. It is our most important responsibility. I encourage every parent, student, employee, and community member to trust their instincts and speak up when something doesn't feel right. No position, title, winning record, or reputation is more important than the safety of a child. When it comes to protecting our students, we must remain vigilant, demand excellence from our systems, and never stop looking for ways to do better. As one of your trustees, I am committed to ensuring our systems and policies go above and beyond what is required by law. It is well known that when it comes to crime, Montgomery County does not play. Be advised, Conroe ISD does not play either. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee May. I know we all share the same feelings on it. We thank you for sharing that. Anyone else? All right. That being said, the time is 6:43. The board will now go back into closed session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.074. The discussion related to board governance, board and superintendent roles and responsibilities, communication, and the performance of official duties. No final action, decision, or vote will be taken during closed session. Any action resulting from closed session deliberations will be taken in open session, but nothing at this time in closed session will be actionable. So we will adjourn at 6:44 for our Team of 8 training. Okay. The time is 8:38. The board is now back in open session. There is no action to be taken from closed session. This concludes the posted agenda, and seeing no further business before us, this meeting is adjourned.